back to the podcast. I have been on vacation, then rolled that right into being sick, and it's so fun to do a podcast when you're sick, especially if you want to listen to it.
Yeah. Were you sick with something that I would have caught?
HIV.
Dude, you know what I found out recently? That I don't know if this is true. I heard it on a podcast, admittedly, but apparently it's like maybe everybody knows this also. So I am admittedly not that smart. So apparently it's really difficult to get HIV from a woman.
Huh.
Like I always thought the gay thing was like kind of a I guess a rude stereotype. And maybe it is. Maybe this podcast is incorrect, but it's my understanding that it is really kind of like it's a gay, mostly gay thing.
Yeah, in the 80s, a big gay thing. Freddie Mercury.
Is it just gay men, or like it seems like are lesbian? I feel like it's not.
Or do you get it from needles? Does that happen a lot?
I'm sure that's the way that most people get it from women.
Mm. Yeah, I never hear a woman really with HIV. Like, there's always famous men who get HIVs.
Oh.
There we go. There's always famous men who have HIV, but never famous. Who's the famous woman? Who's the carrier of the torch for the women out there with HIV?
They're more
or
private.
AIDS. Which one? What's the?
So HIV is the virus that leads to AIDS.
Yeah, so just HIV I had this weekend.
Which I don't know I don't know what the process is for it turning into AIDS. Like, are you like you get tested and they're like, we got bad news. You got stage 4 AIDS.
Oof. No, thank you. But yeah, I got sick. It was funny. It was like Sunday night. I was hanging out, and I could feel like, just like my throat, like, it feels like something's dripping in my throat. Kind of had like I want to do that. And then I woke up the next day, all up here.
You had COVID, 100%.
I took a COVID test. No COVID.
They don't work.
No COVID.
Dude, check it out. Joey also took a COVID test a few weeks ago when I had COVID. And it said she didn't have it, but she definitely had it.
I mean, I felt like I got hit by a truck. It just dripped in my nostril. But the worst part is the drip drips right back into your throat. Then that turns into a cough. So I was like, fuck. But I'm
cough turns into stomach ache. Stomach ache turns into full-blown cancer.
And then look at me now. But yeah, no, I'm back. Still almost done the live the live pod. I know I said that on the last pod, but I should have that up next week for everyone to view. But it looks good. Sounds great. Pretty excited to share with everyone.
Patrons
the patrons,
only.
Yeah, patrons only. Patreon.com. So let's quit your ban.
Well, you still can. It's the whole thing. It's the whole
thing. Link in bio. But yeah, feeling better now. Life's good again, but weather's great, so can't complain.
I wish Ronan was here so I could tell him that we were trying to get Ronan from Basement to do the pod, but he was being a bitch, so he's didn't want to do it. I think he's scared of being associated with the podcast.
Yeah, I get it.
I think that's some of the problem that we have with a lot of potential guests is they're too afraid of getting in trouble.
And there's no trouble to be had. We haven't gotten in trouble yet. We're in what?
The most
over
trouble we've gotten
episodes.
in, there's people that I don't know that strongly dislike me.
Oh, really? Well, I don't
honestly, I think that's the point of a podcast.
If you don't have any haters, then you're doing something wrong.
If you have no haters, you're not shit, dude.
Even the most likable people have haters.
Yeah, you could be so nice to people. Like, I hate how. Did you ever see This Is the End?
Yeah.
Or is it just called The End?
It's called This Is the End.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, everyone dislikes Jonah Hill because he's so nice. Everyone's like, he's too fucking nice. And I know people like that are just like nice in a way that I'm like, chill out. Like I do appreciate it, but I'm also like, mind your fucking beeswax, brother.
Yeah, a little backbone, a little like more of I don't know. I'm sick. I'm what am I trying to say?
Oh,
but
dude,
I
he's
agree.
sick.
I can just blame it on that. Like, I have COVID brain. That's what I'll say.
Yes,
I'm foggy upstairs.
It's the vax.
Yeah,
You're gonna die any day now.
Yeah, this might be the last spot. Who knows? You can keep going though. I probably said enough on here. You can probably get someone to like AI all my either laugh or comment in. Like, yeah.
Dude, you die. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Like, what if it just took off? It's like when bands have like a member that dies, they get super popular or something. Like Linkin Park.
The thing is, if you died and it was because of the vaccine or COVID, we'd be embraced by, I think, an audience, neither of which I really want to be embraced by.
Yeah, maybe it would just be only Patreon.
Dude, speaking of, I don't think being an anti-vaxxer is as an extreme a stance as people act like it is. I don't think it's that crazy. I'm not really one necessarily, although I do have questions about.
No, it makes sense. Like
the vaccine,
you are putting stuff into your body that's not. It's foreign to your body. It's not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't know. I think I understand people's skepticism to be like, I mean.
But the problem is some people took that and then they ran with it and went really far over here.
They
made
it.
Right, easy.
Yeah, they made it.
You know what you're going for.
They made it a Trump thing when it really didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, I think that was their issue. Yeah, speaking of which, the election's coming up. Sign up and vote.
Dude, I've been getting so much
vote or die.
Dude.
Jeez.
I can't wait for the week before the election when people really start like becoming unhinged.
It's gonna be great. I think it will be like a tsunami kind of thing, like just a big wave, and then so hopefully it'll be over. It won't linger like how.
I think it depends who wins, man.
I don't know. My eyes, I don't care.
I thought it was a sure thing until now, and I was like, whoa, I'm shocked.
I don't know what's gonna be worse. I think obviously one side's worse will be worse for the other, but both will be pretty bad. So I'm kind of like, I'm just ready for it. I got the bunker built. I'm ready to go. Ready to hunker down.
I think that no matter what, there's going to be, no matter who wins, there's going to be a group of people that act unhinged for the entire term of the presidency.
Yep.
And both I want nothing to do with.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying. It's kind of just missing me this time, and I'm doing that intentionally.
Dude, everyone realized that it truly does not fucking matter.
Just live your life. Plant your garden. Plant your garden out there.
I have a controversial PSA.
Please go on.
I'm not. I can't go to shows that I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah.
I was telling you this the other night, but. Dude, it's too much stuff that I don't like in one evening.
Overstimulation?
Well, dude, I don't have a green room or a van that I can like go chill at if I need a sec.
Uh-huh.
If I go to somebody else's show, I also feel like I don't like to be the person. Now, at the Fillmore it's different because there's like a backstage courtyard essentially.
Yeah.
Where you could fucking stand all by your lonesome away from people in the same room.
Yeah.
But like you think of like backstage at like Union Transfer.
It's a little tight back there.
Pretty tight back there. And dude, there's times when we've had a green room and I felt like I need all these people to get the fuck out of here.
That's what they're there for, to just kind of chill. As far as being in the band. Yeah, if you're playing, like that's what it's there for, to chill.
So I never want to be the person in someone else's green room that they're like, yo, you got to get out of here.
Yeah, I get it.
Even my closest friends, because even my closest friends, I don't really want in the green room right before we're about to play.
No, I don't really want any. It depends. It depends on the vibe, but like, I usually don't want it to be too much of a party. I just kind of want it to be like a very relaxed hang.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like even like last week for the basement show, I was hanging out in the green room. I was like, there's a few people in there. I was like, should we get out of here? Like, you guys got to change and stuff. And they're like, no. But I was like, I feel like you guys are just being nice. I feel like we should probably get out of here and have you guys get ready for the gig.
Yeah, and so I don't like that. I don't like the process of going into a venue. And dude, if I don't have to be around that many people, I just like can't justify doing it.
Fair enough.
The basement show is the one that cracked me.
Yeah.
I went back and forth all day long about if I was going to go or not.
Yeah.
And then I finally was like, actually, Joey was like, yo, if you're thinking about it this much, let's just not go.
Yeah. I will say that that was a very relaxed vibe overall. Like there was a courtyard to hang out with. It was more of just like a good hang. but I don't know that venue super well, so it's kind of like you don't know what to expect there.
Yeah.
I get that.
The venue was part of it. It was a deterrent factor.
Because there isn't like a good spot. I would say in the wintertime, probably it would be a little tight. Like just like there's nowhere real to kick it. You're kind of just like in the way. But it's kind of nice. You had like the parking lot and back, and just kind of kicked it. I hung with Avlov a little bit back there. So the Basement Guys. It was good. It was good. Wasn't as bad as I think what it may have built it up to be.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. You don't want to be in the way.
And then there's another show that we're supposed to go to tonight, and
Are you coming?
We'll see.
It's I feel like tonight will be good. I feel like there'll just be a bunch of people hanging. And then if you don't want
yeah. I don't know.
Close enough too, where you just if you just dip. Too.
That's kind of part of it because I'm like I don't want to because it's happened many times where I go to shows. I never want to feel like another part of it is I never like to feel like needy at a show. If my friends are playing the show, I hate showing up and being like, "Hey, I'm here." Like, how do we get to the green room?
Yeah,
and I'm also not going to be like, "Hey, come out here and talk to me," where it's really fucking loud. So I'm just sort of like, I guess I'll see him. I'll say what's up and.
Yeah, my new thing is I just ask for all access.
Yeah.
And I usually don't even ask the band. I try to ask like management or something. I try to go around that way. I'm like, hey, you put me on all access. I want to be at the show, and that way you can just hang out, say hi. No one really bothers you. But yeah, I know it definitely sucks to hit people up and be like, "Can you come out here?" And then you're like, they're probably chilling. They probably don't want to get up. But then
dude, then
people are just excited.
Or just like during the show, they have just like shit they got to do, and then I'm just like,
yeah, they're
all
working.
right, I'll just chill here. I'll just chill right here.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like, I have left shows because the people I was talking to were like, "Yo, I'll be right back." Mm-hmm. And then I stand there, I look at my phone for maybe 2 minutes. I'm like, this is pathetic, and then I leave.
Yeah. Well, they got stuff to do. They're working. I get it. So it's all good.
I just don't like feeling like the guy standing there by himself looking at his phone. Mm-hmm. That's if I'm by myself, but it's actually worse if I have like Joey with me or something, because then I'm just like, "So what do you want to do?" And then I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I went out to eat last night, and there's this guy. We were sitting outside, and we sat down, and he burped so incredibly loud, and everyone on the table was like, "Dude," and he was like, "What? I had a burp."
Like, not someone that you knew?
Not someone I knew, just like, and super loud though. Everyone outside just like turned around and looked at him, like, dude.
Yeah, there's like been a couple times where I've like burped kind of loud in Target or something without thinking, and I'm just like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, the second it happens, I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I just like let it loose like that. Yep. Because burping is so like, as long as you say excuse me, I feel like burping is not really that crazy.
Yeah.
Because, dude, sometimes they just rush out of you. You don't have time really to.
You don't have time to think.
But
I've been trying to catch myself and say, excuse me to myself, so I realize I've been burping. Yeah. Sometimes I don't realize I burped. I'm like, oh, shit.
But farting is so much crazier.
In public?
Yeah, farting in public is like real nuts.
You can't do that in public. I mean, I will. I will squeak it out.
If someone farts in public, I automatically assume they have a mental disability. Yeah. I'm just like, they don't know.
I do be farting if I'm walking on like the street or something.
Oh, dude. I mean,
like, I don't walk behind me.
Actually, farting and walking makes me a little nervous.
The sphincters doesn't.
I don't know if I have the whole control for that. I think my butthole's worn out from years of hemorrhoids and wiping too hard.
Dude, the hemorrhoids.
Not from taking dicks up my ass.
No. The hemorrhoids, man. I got a doctor's appointment soon. I think I'd be like, "What's up? What's up with the hemorrhoids?" My hemorrhoids have subsided. Thank you. If news, and this might be too much information.
No, people love the hemorrhoids.
TMI. I wouldn't say TBI.
Because hemorrhoids, we're like hemorrhoid awareness advocates.
Yeah, we really are.
Because men are ashamed, and women, they are embarrassed about their hemorrhoids.
Because you wipe and you're like, ooh, that's not supposed to be that color. But recently, no color, just all one color. So life's good.
Dark red.
Dude, you're like, I think I might be dying. I think I have stage 4 colon cancer.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I say it every episode. I have cancer for sure. I think I'm convinced I have 3 different kinds.
Ooh. World record for how much cancer you have.
Colon is one of them, for sure.
That's definitely on the docket.
Colon's one of them.
It's just
I'm
such
pretty
like
sure.
a man cancer too.
Dude, I got throat cancer developing. I know it.
Yeah. Breast cancer, I think I'm avoiding. My titties aren't big enough yet.
I think I have testicular cancer.
I always worry about that too. I feel my balls. I'm like, that doesn't feel right.
I think it started in my balls and spread to my. I have prostate cancer too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You're gonna turn into Deadpool. Wasn't he riddled with cancer? Is that his?
Me and
his
Deadpool's sense of humor are pretty similar, so I feel like you're probably right about that. That's not supposed to be there. I feel like that's
awkward.
That's so like a Deadpool thing. Like, I guess that just happened. Yo, I don't like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I'm not a Ryan Reynolds.
It really is like millennial, like the type of people that say like elder emo and shit. They're the type of people that are like Deadpool pilled.
Yeah, I haven't watched the new Deadpool. I probably will watch it, but I wasn't gonna watch it in theaters.
Dude, it seemed like there was so much cool like stuff that should have been like cool enough to breathe some sort of life back into the comic book shit. But it was wasted on Deadpool, so it was like didn't like people that care about Wolverine are like, I don't know, that seems like kind of like punishing. Like I would, if it was in another movie, I'd be like, all right, if Wolverine's showing up, I'll check it out. I might not see it in theaters.
Yo, I don't know if I'm a big Hugh Jackman fan either, honestly. He's kind of lame.
What, he's in too good a shape, or?
Yeah, I don't want that, dude. It makes me feel bad.
Is he lame? Dude, you never watched Les Miserables?
No, dude, I'm straight, bro.
Not me. My hole's worn out.
Wait, he's in that and in... Also nice holes worn out. He's in that and The Greatest Showman?
Yeah, he's a showman. Yeah, I think he's like
he's like a thespian.
I think he likes to sing. Yeah, I think he likes it.
Okay, I'm not saying he doesn't have a bad voice or is a great actor. Just like I watched interviews with him and I didn't get like that. Oh, he seems sick. I got he's trying to like match Ryan Reynolds' energy and it's kind of annoying.
Oh, so he's like I feel like I forget sometimes that actors are like people that are lame.
Yeah.
Like you forget that. I forget the same thing about musicians sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Because musicians that we admire are like cool.
Yeah, I think that's how I like
know
them.
Maybe 3 cool musicians that I'm like, they're cool.
Yeah.
The rest are like fucking dorks just like us.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
No, like us,
We're cooler than them, but.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the.
But like,
musicians.
dude, actors are like, I guess you have like your Sean Penns and stuff that are just weird. Like you're like, how did you even get into acting? You're such like a cold dickhead that you're just like.
Oh, when I think of Sean Penn, I think of Penn and Teller, and I'm like, they're not. I guess they're kind of actors.
We saw a guy that looked like Penn Jillette walking down the street the other day.
Is that the big one?
That's the big one.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I might evolve into him one day. If I could really get a ponytail and start thinning up more up top and get a little bigger.
really surprised he like hasn't changed up his look much.
He sells out the theaters. Oh, Sean Penn. So I was thinking of the right guy eventually, but
Yeah, Spicoli.
yeah, he's kind of like a dickhead for sure.
Yeah, he's like he's like he's like punches photographers. Honestly,
cool,
the
though.
way that I would be if I was that famous.
Why
Absolutely.
not? Why not?
But he's also like he's very outspoken about
Yeah.
certain stuff. Like he's about like Me Too and shit.
He
was like,
likes it or he doesn't?
No, he was like, that's fucking like you guys are. It's a fucking witch hunt. He was one of those guys.
I mean, he's got some valor, but overall, it's trying to be a good
I mean, I
thing.
get what he's saying, but it's also like, dude, nobody's trying to hear it
Yeah.
from an old
yeah.
white dude that's rich. Like
And-
that's the point you're missing. It's like whether you feel that way or not, like you're not doing anybody any favors by being like, that's not. It's how I feel when I say it's like, why do people get upset about other races doing other cultures' accents? Truly,
yeah.
I truly don't understand why it's offensive. If you're doing it like, doing the fucking
to be
Chinese
offensive,
eyes
yeah.
and shit, and you're like you're using slurs, then it's
Yeah.
like, then it's
course.
offensive. But if you're like doing like
doing a bit.
an impression of
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think that's racist, man.
Like when Nathan For You did his Chinese accent. Amazing.
That's funny. And there's no like, There was no hate in the man's heart when he did it. I don't know. I just like. I don't know. Maybe that's.
That scene's one of my favorite scenes.
Dude, the scene also where it pops up all the time, where it's like the one person that made Nathan Fielder break character.
Oh yeah.
Like the gas station
Yes,
or whatever.
yeah,
He's just
yeah.
like, yo, you drink your grandson's pee and you're not afraid anymore. And he's like, you do that? And then he starts laughing. He's like, I'll ask my grandparents. Yeah, I'll ask my grandparents if they ever heard that. I love that because the guy's looking straight into his eyes and he's saying it like kind of smirking, like, I know it sounds crazy, but you drink your grandson's pee and your fear goes away. It's like a fear for, or a cure for fear. Is that? I don't know. I would try it, I guess.
If I had a grandson, I'll try it one day.
I am really starting to become more and more confused about. You know what?
Sexuality.
My sexuality.
Nice.
But dude, I know I'm the. I know I have some odd stances on things.
Okay.
But I can't wrap my head around why people want to have kids.
Yeah, it's
Like, dude, anytime life is good,
Yeah.
I never think.
kid would make this easier.
I just never
Yeah.
think like, wow, things are going good. You know what would make them go great?
Throw a child in the mix.
A ton of responsibility and screaming and crying and financial.
Yeah, there's got to be
Loss.
something that I'm missing for sure. Something I'm missing.
But you want kids, right?
I do. I did way more, and now I'm kind of like.
No,
I can't-
after I asked that, you're like,
no. I can't write. I just like I can't figure it out right now. I'm like I just like. Adding that variable in my life right now is like it just doesn't make sense in my life right now.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
think
would
that's-
make sense if
I think
I
that
was
should be the attitude.
like if
It doesn't
I
make sense right now.
it really just like financially better, but like as far as like time, I'm like I don't have time to like I just want to be a really shitty dad or a shitty like partner with a kid. Like you kind of want to if you have a kid, be like, oh, we both can hang out with this kid as much as we want and have fun versus like hate each other and hate the kid. You know,
Well-
that's like the last thing I want. But I think it could be fun if you both have like good time, like have enough time to like raise a child and have fun with it and give it a good
Yeah.
life. You know, I see valor in that. Valor, that's my word of the day.
I listen. I'm not making
Yeah.
any judgments because obviously I'm the outsider here.
Yeah.
Most people have or want to have kids, but when I see people that are like they have 2 kids.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not judging anybody here. And then they say they're having a 3rd one. I'm always like, for what? Like, what are... They can't be that much fun. I've hung out with kids, and I don't care if they're your own. I'm sure that makes you love them more than I do.
Is it like not an ego thing, but like, yo, I can make life. This is sick. Like, let's fucking go.
For some people, most
They're just
certainly.
like, look, check me out. I'm fertile. This is cool.
But
I'm like scared.
like taking care of kids doesn't seem that enjoyable to me.
Taking care of 2 kids seems like hectic when they're very young and they're both just screaming. I know the second one's always like easier. I feel like when people have the second kid,
That's
never
'cause the pussy's looser.
that just flies right out.
Yeah.
We have a few friends that I'm like, they'll post they're pregnant, and then the next post will be like, "Oh, kid's first birthday." I'm like, "You gave birth." It's like, how did this happen?
And then they're pregnant again.
yeah, but the first kid always takes forever. I feel like I'm just like, "Oh, they're still pregnant. Oh, how you doing, girl?" You know, the guy's all stressed out.
Hey, how you doing, girl? Like it's a horse.
Yeah.
How you doing, girl? It's like pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's just like a thing that I honestly no Sandusky.
Yeah.
I do like kids. I feel like I'm a kid advocate
Yeah, they can be
because
fun.
they're the most stepped on individuals.
Yeah.
Because dude, nobody respects a kid. Straight up,
No,
nobody.
they-
Nobody
no.
does. It's crazy. In fact, I would say they disrespect them quite often.
I think about it a lot is that Think about kids like
I think I think about them quite a lot.
There's so many adults in the world because an adult can be anywhere from the ages 18 to like 70, right? Or 80. There's not many kids in the world, and there's not many old people in the world. The old people, they're old. They had their time. But the kids don't. What I'm trying to say is they really are so disrespected because they are like the future, and they get no voice. Just like fucking Tom DeLonge said, in Blink-182's record.
Oh, dude,
Kids
what?
Can't vote. Adults elect them.
Dude, everything in life has a Tom DeLonge lyric that coincides with it. That just helps you, holds your hand through it. Yeah, dude, I feel like so obviously kids don't know anything.
Yeah.
But I don't think many people want to teach them anything. I think people are like being like, "Shut up! What do you know?" Which is valid. It's a valid thought, but all too often I think people kind of put it to kids like that.
Yeah.
It was put to me like that.
I would say they're kind of regurgitating what was passed on to them.
Dude,
yeah.
and that's the thing. I feel like we're like the first generation of people that's like
gentle parenting.
It's like, yo, my parents were my parents weren't even that bad.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
I say that bad. My parents really weren't that bad. Yeah. My stepdad was a menace, but my actual parents were chill.
Yeah.
My mom was honestly too chill. I think about like, dude, it's embarrassing to talk about this, but lately I've been thinking about it. So I've talked about how I drank almost exclusively soda for like the first 20 years of my life.
That's so cool.
Like. I would probably drink like Kool-Aid. Dude, I think if I never drank Kool-Aid, I would not get any actual like. And I understand it's very, very sugary water.
But you make it. It's water, and then the sugar comes in.
Yeah.
I used to make Kool-Aid and lemonade when I was a kid. It was fun.
Dude, I don't like lemonade.
I like lemonade. I like iced tea. I like iced tea and lemonade together.
I do like a nice Arnie Palmer.
Yeah, it's a nice cold one too. Ooh, it feels good. Ooh. It feels good down the gullet. But dude, I'll say this: if I never drink soda again, I'm fine with it.
What?
Isn't that crazy? I don't need soda to live.
Did you bump your head or something?
No, I just don't need soda. I like it, but I
wouldn't say I need it to
like
live.
growing up, I never had to.
Oh, I'm addicted to like
I never
bubbles.
had it growing up. Like I had water. I like that stuff growing up. It wasn't like soda 24/7. If there was no soda, I'd be like, that's fine. Never.
Dude, here's how extreme my soda addiction was. I mean, it still is, but at this point, I know when I've drank too much soda, and I drink a lot of water to compensate for how much soda I drink. So I have a soda right here, and I also have this Liquid Death. So, but yeah, dude, drinking that much. I have stolen my mom's car underage without a license to drive to Cumberland Farms.
That's cool.
Which is about, let's say, like a mile away from where I lived. But dude, just like at night, stole my mom's car.
That's so cool.
Risked getting arrested. Maybe killed. My stepdad maybe would have killed me if I got found out. Just because I was like, dude, there's no soda. Or even worse, if there was soda left, but it was like this much and it was flat. I'd be like, I got to go to Cumbies and get a new 2-liter.
Wow.
Yeah. But the reason I mentioned the soda thing is because no one other than my dad, who I only went to see on the weekends, ever really enforced my hygiene. And as you know, I'm not that fond of taking showers.
No, you're like Satan in a church with that.
So like my parents really had to like, I mean, I've talked about it on here, I think before, how I used to just like, my dad would be like, all right, Saturday morning, you got to take a shower.
Yep.
And I was probably visibly dirty. So he was probably being polite about it, being like, all right, Saturday morning, you know the drill.
Come on, Mom.
And I would just chill in there and just pretend to take a shower.
I love taking a shower. It's the best. Water on your skin.
I mean, dude, it feels good to take a shower.
The drying part.
It's the before and after. I just can't stand it.
It'd be nice to have it like when you go through car wash and it like blows you at the end, and you just get.
Dude, if I got blown at the end of every shower, I'd shower.
I'd shower.
Freaking once a day. Yeah, I mean, I definitely that just blinked. Does that matter?
Nah, I think it's just the cable coming out of the HDMI.
Yeah, dude, my teeth were like so fucked up for so long
Because of the soda.
Well, I think I like didn't really like. I don't think anyone was. I brushed my teeth, but I think it was like, you know, when your teeth feel like I need to brush my teeth.
Yeah, the flossing too will get you.
Well, dude, nobody
floss.
in my life flossed until I was like 28.
I gotta order more flossers. Actually, speaking of that, gonna floss in my car. My flossing's gone down.
Dude, I floss an okay amount, but my bottom front teeth, which one could argue are my nicest teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I have pretty straight bottom front teeth, surprisingly enough, but they're really sensitive, so it's like really not enjoyable to floss between them.
I feel like I don't have enough gum, like tissue, and when I go to the dentist and they get down there with the flosser, it's just blood. I'm like, dude, they're healthy enough, like. There's gonna bleed. It's like they're like, there's a lot of blood. I'm like, yeah, because you're like,
yeah, you're using a fucking hacksaw, dickhead,
under my tooth, and I know that's how you're supposed to do it, but it's like, it's sensitive, man. It just, and they don't know how sensitive it is, so they're just, and it's tight too. It's shit's tight.
Dude, I think I'm gonna get the little scrapers. Actually, Joey has them, but I should probably have my own. We shouldn't use the same scrapers. But dude, I'm just gonna start fucking cleaning my own teeth because it feels awful, but I know how awful it feels, so I'm gonna take it easy on myself.
Yeah,
I'm my own dentist, goddamn
I
it.
like when they buff them. That's nice,
dude. I like how that feels.
I like you're like, ugh.
My teeth are really sensitive, probably from the years of soda. Just them being.
What was your soda of choice?
It's always been Coca-Cola as my primary. Like that's my drink, which is so strange because when I think about it, cola is not like a flavor that I should like. It's like it's like spice. I'm not like a spice.
Yeah, it is spicy, huh? Like ginger ale is spicy.
I do like ginger ale though, so maybe I'm full of shit.
It blew my mind finding out at an younger age, that ginger is like spicy. Because ginger ale doesn't really, you don't think it's spicy, you just think it's
Dude, I don't even
soda.
like ginger. I don't like cinnamon.
Dude, so I took a ginger shot yesterday. Did you ever take one of those?
Yeah, they're. Was it just straight up ginger?
It was ginger, turmeric, and cayenne.
This is like the shit that Zach likes.
I know, and I was like, oh, Zach drinks this.
The shooters, as he calls them.
I was like, I don't feel so good. I'll just take this, and like maybe it's gonna like make me feel good. I took a swig of it. I thought I was like, I had to throw up right now. It felt like a boxer took his fist and just punched me in the stomach. And I was just sitting there like, oh,
dude, maybe that was the cayenne.
It had to have been. But I was.
Yeah, the cayenne was the one ingredient where I'm like, that would not feel good. So
hurt.
you didn't finish it.
Threw half of it out. I was going to finish it as like kind of a joke because then I started to feel better, but I was like, this.
See, the problem is you got to smoke a joint before you drink one of those.
Maybe that's what helps. Yeah, I don't know. Something's got to help because that on its own is not the way to do it.
Zach, as far as I can tell, maybe not every day, but I think he would, if he had it his way, would start every one of his days with one of those.
It wakes you up. That's for damn sure. Like, woo. I'm a coffee guy.
Yeah, I'll drink a cup of coffee or two.
So since I was sick, I didn't drink. I like used it as a time to kind of reset. Didn't drink coffee for 3 or 4 days. It was cool. It was nice because I was just sleeping a bunch, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really need to like wake up. That stopped and started, so the time's off.
Does that affect it?
Yeah. We'll just use it. I gotta run into the camera. But yeah. But yeah, I used the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday didn't drink coffee, so I reset myself. Thursday drank coffee. I was like, this tastes so good,
dude.
It was awesome.
I think coffee is so gross when I'm sick.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
Yeah, I had no craving for it, but then I felt better. I was like, this smells amazing. I felt like I was just rejuvenated. Ooh. It's like grinding the beans. I was like, ooh, yeah, this is great.
Dude, speaking of which, when we go on tour, I'm bringing my fucking pour over setup.
You better, dude. We gotta get the rig.
I wonder if I should get like a freaking Chemex or something for the fucking, so I can just make a bowl of it.
I mean, Yeah, I'll drink it with you. I mean, it's gonna be me and you.
Or
I don't know who else drinks.
I'm gonna say I'm going to put out the offer that I'll make anyone a cup of coffee.
Come on in. Get a cup of coffee.
Well,
or try.
not anyone that's listening.
Yeah,
anyone that's on the tour with us, I'll make them a cup of coffee.
We can do a little business. Charge $5 a cup.
Although, if you're someone I like and you're really polite about it, I'll make you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I went to Dunkin' the other day, and they gave me the wrong drink.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I might have actually already told you and Mike about this, but and I parked. I waited for the longest I've ever waited at the window. I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, dude, I get a very simple order.
Oh yeah, I think you may have been
medium iced coffee, 1 cream, 1 shot of espresso. That's what I like. And I was just waiting. I was like, dude, it's been like 3 minutes.
Yeah, where the hell's coffee?
And then they open the window, and she's like shaking up the lightest color coffee I've ever seen. I'm like, and I was just like, all right, thanks. And then I just like parked for a second, and I looked at the label, and it says like 4 pumps of this, 4 pumps of this. I'm like, this is for somebody else. So I just like walked in. I'm like, hey, I think you gave me somebody else's. And they're like, oh yeah. And the one girl's holding mine. She's like, this is yours. And I was like, yes. And she hands it to me, and I put the other one on the counter. And then the other one girl's like, well, who's this for? And the girl that was holding my drink is like, for the lady that's now at the window. And she's like, oh, okay. And she looks at me, and she's like, you didn't drink any, did you? I was like, no, but make her another one.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
What if I fucking swirled my finger around? What if I fucking put drugs in it? Like,
she's gonna give it to
this was the one on Aramingo.
Oh, they don't give a fuck. Yeah.
But dude, I'll tell you what, when you say 1 cream to them, those motherfuckers might use an eyedropper. I respect the hell out of their.
Do?
Yes. 1 cream, dude. They give me too little cream, quite frankly.
That's perfect. I'd rather go too little than
Me
too
too.
heavy.
So would I. Because sometimes the one by the Whole Foods near you, a couple times they've given it. I think they like accidentally just like hold the thing too long.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
And then it's been like really light, and I'm like, I asked for 1 cream, and they're like, yeah, that's 1 cream. I'm like,
I can only shake it enough.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay. Sometimes you just gotta take the L. I'm not the kind of dude that wants to give them a hard time and then they stick their tongue in my drink and then give it to me.
Yeah, that's not what you want at a coffee shop.
And honestly, the one on Aramingo, if they're gonna drop their pubes in their coffee or something, that's the place it's gonna happen.
I wonder what the turnover rate there is. It always baffles me that people will work like those type of jobs. Like, where do they find these employees? Like, here's a good example.
Desperate people, I would imagine.
Who's working at Spirit Halloween? I'm very curious because it's a seasonal store. Is it only like kids in high school?
I think there's probably some of that. I think it's probably some college kids.
Or do you think it's people just like, I'll do this, and then I'll go to the holiday stuff, and then I'll get a spring job, and then I'm off for the summer kind of thing? You just bob around, you know?
If anybody that works at a Spirit Halloween has off for the summer, I'm going to be fucking mad, man.
Well, I'm saying they get laid off from Spirit Halloween, and then they go on to the next thing.
I love the thought of somebody being laid off from Spirit Halloween. Like, they don't know that it's coming. They're just like, hey, so the season's over, and, it's never easy, but I'm just going to speak plainly. We got to let you go. And someone be like, what? Me? I have kids. I love the thought of somebody being shocked that they're, what is there something, be honest, what can I do to change? I need this job.
The discount's so good. Dude,
I bet there are some people that work there for the discount. They need, like, I got to get 10 foot-long rubber rats. It's like going to cost me an arm and a leg if I don't get the discount.
Yeah, I guess if you work there, if you're like like a mom or something, you have kids, you're like, oh, I'll pick up this part-time gig, seasonal. Maybe those are the people that work there. That would be a good gig.
Envision the people that I've seen working there, and I don't think anybody works there.
And that's hard to find people.
I don't think anybody works there. I can't imagine. I also don't know if I've ever made a purchase at one. Like, I'm trying to think. I guess I had to have, but
we've gone close around Halloween, like closer to Halloween. And they do a good job because there was nothing in there. like everything was picked over at that point, and which it should be. But it is funny that it was all picked over. Everyone got all their shit. They ordered the right amount of inventory. They do it every year, so they have to have good.
I don't know, dude. If I roll in on October 30th,
yeah,
and they're out of everything, and I can't buy a, everything comes in one bag Austin Powers costume, I'm gonna be fucking fuming. I'm gonna say, let me talk to the manager.
Well, speaking of which, we might have to go to Spirit Halloween. We need the Halloween episodes coming up. We got to get dressed up. And since we do the pod like this now, we can do a full body costume.
Dude, let me see what Halloween falls on this year.
Because we're doing a Ramones cover
Thursday.
set, so we could just dress up as Ramones for.
That is true.
Yeah, that might be easy. I got to get a costume for that.
Yeah, I need to get a leather jacket.
I need to learn how to play Ramones songs.
Yeah, I know a couple of them, but a couple of them I gotta.
There are a lot of just power chords. So I'm like, I think I got it. But yeah, if you're free on Halloween and you live in the Philadelphia area, we will be playing a Ramones cover set.
Yeah, I didn't
Club.
know there were 6 bands playing.
I thought it was just like one.
But that's
band.
cool.
Yeah, that's fun. I will. I'll definitely bring the Neural DSP that night and just plug in. I'm not lifting heavy shit up the stairs.
Dude, you're plugging straight into the PA for
No.
the
I'll bring a cab too, or there will be a cab there. Maybe I'll give the oversized 212 a spin or so.
Dude, I was gonna say you should play with a full stack.
Yeah, that would be cool. They have actual cabs there. You could plug in one of those.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Full stack would look cool there, like a Marshall stack full stack. We'll see. But
So if you want to see Jake play out of a full stack and me play, I'm gonna play out of a Gorilla practice amp that's this big. No, I'm gonna play out of fucking the Fender stack.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So did you get? This is a gear talk, guys. Everyone,
Yeah.
Did you get the 5150 combo 6505 combo?
Yeah, dude, it should be. I don't have tracking or anything, but it should be on the way.
So it's a 6505 or 5150?
5150.
It's 5150. Is it white? What's the color? What's the Tolex on it?
I wanted the white one, but I don't know if I ever specified. So I guess maybe we'll see.
A little bit of a mystery.
Either one is fine, but if I do get the black one, I am gonna try to put the silver grill cloth on it.
That'd be tight. That'd be real tight.
Yeah.
And use it. That'd be sick. 212s in it? Is it 212?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got the Gator case came. I was like, was this the amp? I was like, it's the Gator case. And I thought he was going to unload the 5150 afterwards too. And the UPS truck or FedEx or whatever he came in.
Nah, I hit up Jason the other day because I got no response when I sent the payment info. And I was like, hey, did you get? I'm just emailing you to make sure, just confirm I sent it to the right thing.
That's gonna be tight.
And then he was like, oh, I missed it. Sorry. I got it. I got you now.
Darn. But yeah, that's going to be tight, dude.
Yeah.
5150s.
I've never really been a combo guy, so I'm excited to play it. I mean, it's a 5150 combo. It's not like it's a fucking, Fender Tweed. But
it will sound sick. I used, years ago, I wanted to get like an 800 combo amp. I thought it would have been cool.
Dude, they're so sick.
Yeah.
Will and Ben Walsh have those Marshall like JMT or JTM 45s or whatever, and they sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, surprised. Not surprised.
Zach has one at their studio too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I recorded something with that. It sounds really good.
Huh.
Yeah, so you should get an
Maybe I'll get
800
one.
combo.
Maybe
They used to be like practically free on Craigslist.
I know, dude.
Because nobody wanted a combo.
Now it's just everyone wants one. Let me see if they still exist. So, dude, I got a funny story. We were on vacation. We were sitting in a hot tub, and there was this old guy, pretty drunk. He hops in the hot tub, and then there's these two gay guys, and these other 2 gay guys. So it's me, my wife, Laura, just a couple of gay guys chilling in the hot tub together. Where am I going with this?
Where were we at the gay hotel?
Yeah, I think we were. We were at the Madonna Inn, so it was pretty gay there. I was like, I was being pretty liberal, I was using whatever pronouns they want, but the guy's like, oh, like she, and I was like, well, that's a man, but we'll go with she, sure. But
That's a man, baby.
but they were talking about like venues and stuff, and I was like, what do you do? And they were like, oh, she's like a drag queen. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's cool. And then I found out she was on RuPaul, drag show. She won RuPaul. I was with the winner of RuPaul drag show.
Was it what's that drag queen that everybody loves?
RuPaul.
Dude, I feel like trans people don't like RuPaul.
Okay, screw RuPaul.
Because RuPaul defends the term tranny.
I mean, is RuPaul a she or he? Whatever. I don't know what. I don't want to misgender them.
You know, that's a really good question because sometimes she or he rolls up just looking like a fella.
Yeah, that's right. I think it might be a he, but it could be a she. Regardless, they come from a different era. They come like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
that's what I'm saying. That's OG like
RuPaul's like
they them.
in
So
their
you
60s.
got RuPaul can
50s?
say whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah, she or he wants. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's kind of crazy. You're like kind of popular. She's like, yeah, I won like 9 years ago, and I'm still doing it. I was like, yo, I was like, you go, girl.
Yeah. So, but she was just like fully male at the time.
Oh, fully male. Yeah. A very feminine vibe, but like fully male.
But not like wearing a bikini or anything.
They were wearing, the gay guys were wearing Speedos, that's for sure. It was like a British couple. They were gay. They were wearing Speedos, and these guys are wearing their Speedos. You know. So
They're probably like, hike up the legs.
So I took my boxers, my bathing suit off to join the gang. They're like, all right, honey. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I was like, yeah, like I think they like. I knew kind of some of the venues they were talking about. I was like, oh, they're like big venues you play. So I was like, can I come on tour with you?
Why can't I think of
the big
the drag queen that I'm thinking of? Not important.
Yeah, but yeah.
You met her and you don't remember.
I made her name was Sasha something. I forget.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
It was Sasha Baron Cohen actually.
Yeah, I'm Borat. You ever seen Borat? That's me.
My wife, yeah.
Dude, being gay is probably so awesome.
They looked like they were having a fun time. Everyone there.
Dude,
So.
I don't know. I'm sure it's plenty of things that are hard about being gay, but they seem like they're always having a good time.
Yeah, they figured it out. They got to hang out with their bros or their girls, whatever.
The gay people get depressed.
Can you imagine?
That's what our podcast is.
Yeah.
Now. Like, can gays get depressed? That's what we should call this episode.
Gays get depressed.
No. Yeah.
No, duh.
All the gays are going to come out to be like, no.
No, we've never been depressed in our life. That's crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we've probably been going like an hour, right?
Like an hour, 2 hours or something.
2 hours.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tapping in and listening to the episode. I'm glad to be back. Feeling better. We got some shows coming up with Rival Schools and Hollow Suns, Web the Wing.
So soon.
So it's very soon. So if you didn't tap into that and you want to come see us play, we're playing in the Northeast, the big cities. So please come out to that, buy some tickets, and support the boys. Maybe we'll get Walter on the pod. That'd be funny.
Dude.
Don't know him. Maybe he'll come on. Who knows?
Wonder what he's heard.
So with that, deuces.
Bye.